Despite our advanced technology and endless curiosity, some places on Earth stubbornly cling to their mysteries. Welcome to Helpful Think, where today we're diving into the top 10 most mysterious places on Earth. In this countdown, we'll journey to locations that baffle and intrigue with their unexplained phenomena, legendary stories, and crazy-style allure. These spots, whether grounded in science or surrounded by myth, continue to captivate the imagination. Stay tuned because number one will shock you. Let's get started. The Alaska Triangle, aka Alaska's Bermuda Triangle. Stretching across the rugged southeastern wilderness of Alaska and into its imposing mountain ranges, this region is infamous for an alarming number of unexplained disappearances. Planes, boats, and hikers often vanish without a trace, contributing to Alaska's troubling statistic. It has twice the national average of reported missing persons, yet one of the lowest rates of recovery. Is this due to Alaska's brutal weather, dangerous wildlife, and vast uncharted terrain? Or could there be something far more mysterious at play? Indigenous Tlingit legends speak of the Kushtaka, or land otter man, a shape-shifting entity said to mimic the cries of children to lure travelers to their doom. Other theories point to the elusive Bigfoot, or suggest that the area is a vile vortex, a place like the Bermuda Triangle, potentially linked to electromagnetic anomalies. Whatever the cause, the mysteries of this wild frontier remain as untamed as its landscape. The stony Tunguska River, aka Podkamenia Tunguska River. In 1908, a cataclysmic explosion rocked the skies over Siberia, unleashing energy estimated to be 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Witnesses described a brilliant column of bluish light slicing through the atmosphere, followed by a fiery burst that seemed to ignite the heavens. The resulting shockwave flattened an astonishing 770 square miles of forest, toppling around 80 million trees and throwing people off their feet miles away. When investigators first ventured into the area, they encountered resistance from local guides who refused to enter the blast zone, speaking of mysterious beings they called the Valley Men. Adding to the intrigue, trees at the center of the impact zone were scorched but remained eerily upright, defying the destruction around them. While most scientists agree that the event was caused by the airburst of a meteorite, theories have ranged from natural gas explosions to more fantastical ideas, such as a collision with an alien spacecraft. Over a century later, the Tunguska event remains one of Earth's greatest unsolved mysteries. 8. Temple of Jupiter. Located in present-day Lebanon, the ancient Temple of Jupiter at Baalbek stands as a marvel of Roman engineering. But it's the temple's foundation that truly defies explanation. While the structure's design aligns with typical Roman architecture, its base consists of megalithic stones weighing an estimated 1,000 tons each. These massive blocks, among the heaviest ever used in human construction, leave experts baffled as to how they were transported and positioned using the technology available at the time. For perspective, modern machinery would struggle to move such stones. Theories suggest the use of complex crane systems or rolling the stones atop earthen ramps, but no definitive evidence supports these ideas. Despite decades of research, the methods employed by the ancient builders remain an enigma, making Baalbek one of history's most enduring architectural mysteries. 7. The Devil's Sea, aka Dragon's Triangle. South of Japan lies a mysterious stretch of the Pacific Ocean known as the Dragon's Triangle, infamous for its history of unexplained ship disappearances. Among its most notable incidents was the loss of the Japanese research vessel Kaiyo Maru No. 5 in the early 1950s. Sailors navigating the area have long reported unusual phenomena, including ghost ships drifting without crew and disruptions to electronic instruments. The region gained notoriety thanks to American author Charles Berlitz, whose 1989 book, The Dragon's Triangle, explored its eerie reputation. Berlitz, who also popularized the Bermuda Triangle mystery, suggested that supernatural forces were at play, even controversially linking the area to the disappearance of aviation pioneer Amelia Earhart. While official accounts attribute the loss of the Cayo Maru to natural causes, specifically the eruption of an undersea volcano, speculation about the Dragon's Triangle persists, blending maritime lore with the unexplained. Sixth door to hell, aka Darvaza Gas Crater. Known as the Darvaza Gas Crater, this striking natural feature is often referred to more dramatically as the Door to Hell, a name that perfectly captures its otherworldly appearance. Located in the Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan's Ahal province, this massive pit measures 226 feet across and plunges 98 feet at its deepest point. The crater has been ablaze continuously since 1971. When geologists ignited it to burn off escaping natural gas, they feared could pose a danger to nearby villages. What was expected to be a brief, controlled burn turned into a half-century-long inferno, with no sign of stopping. The fiery crater, glowing day and night, has become a surreal tourist attraction, especially captivating under the desert's night sky. Its unrelenting flames and eerie allure have earned it a place among the most unusual sights on Earth, embodying both natural beauty and humankind's unintended consequences. 5. Eternal Flame Falls, New York, USA. If the door to hell feels too far from home, New York's Eternal Flame Falls offers a fiery spectacle that's a little closer to reality and your backyard. Tucked within Chestnut Ridge Park, this unique waterfall hides a small grotto where natural gas escapes from the earth. The result? A small flickering flame burning right behind the cascade of water. Though it sometimes needs a quick relight, the flame generally burns unaided throughout the year, creating a mesmerizing juxtaposition of fire and water. While the Darvaza gas crater may win for sheer scale, Eternal Flame Falls has a magical quality that feels straight out of folklore. The delicate dance of fire against the flowing waterfall is a natural wonder you won't want to miss, combining elements that seem impossibly at odds yet coexist in perfect harmony. 4. Richat structure. Known as the Eye of the Sahara or the Eye of Africa, the Richat structure in Mauritania is a stunning geological formation spanning 25 miles across that has puzzled scientists and historians alike. Once believed to be the result of a meteor impact due to its striking concentric rings, experts now attribute its formation to natural erosion over millions of years. What makes the eye even more intriguing is the wealth of Acheulean artifacts discovered nearby, tools crafted by early humans during the Lower Paleolithic period over 300,000 years ago. These findings raise fascinating questions about the site's significance to our ancient ancestors. Was it merely a landmark in the vast desert, or did it hold deeper cultural or symbolic meaning? While erosion has shaped its modern form, the Eye of Africa continues to inspire speculation about its prehistoric past and what it might have represented to the early people who lived in its shadow. 3. Island of the Dolls, aka Isla de las Muñecas. South of Mexico City lies a truly eerie destination, the Island of the Dolls, or Isla de las Muñecas. Nestled among the ancient Aztec-era floating gardens, this man-made island is adorned with thousands of weathered dolls, their unblinking eyes and decaying faces watching every visitor's move. According to legend, the island's caretaker, Julian Santana Barrera, discovered the body of a drowned girl in the canal decades ago. Nearby, he found a doll floating in the water, which he hung in a tree to honor her memory. But soon after, Julian reported hearing whispers, footsteps, and screams that haunted him in the dead of night. Convinced the girl's spirit was unsettled, he began collecting and hanging dolls for her, often scavenging discarded ones from garbage piles. For 50 years, Julian obsessively added to the island's grim collection, creating an atmosphere both mournful and chilling. His death in 2001 added an unsettling twist. His body was found in the exact spot where he claimed to have discovered the drowned girl years before. Today, the island remains a haunting reminder of his story, drawing visitors curious about its macabre allure. 2. Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan, an ancient Mesoamerican city located just outside modern-day Mexico City, is one of the most impressive archaeological sites on the continent, famous for its well-preserved pyramids. Particularly the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, Teotihuacan was once a thriving metropolis. Yet, despite extensive research, many aspects of its history remain shrouded in mystery. The city was discovered by the Aztecs in the 1400s, who found it already abandoned, with its grand structures lying in ruins. The origins of Teotihuacan's builders remain elusive, as do the specifics of its culture, politics, language, and religion. Scholars know that the city flourished from around 400 BCE to 300 CEE, and was likely a major center for trade and commerce, as well as a site for ritual sacrifices. However, what remains most perplexing is the city's sudden and unexplained decline. Despite its vast influence during its peak, the reasons behind the fall of this once great metropolis remain one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. North Sentinel Island. The Sentinelese people are one of the most isolated indigenous tribes in the world, living on North Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal. This isolated existence has lasted for approximately 60,000 years, largely unchanged by outside influences. The island is surrounded by treacherous reefs, making it difficult for outsiders to reach, and the tribe fiercely defends its territory by shooting arrows at anyone who approaches their shores. Little is known about their language, culture, or beliefs, as the Sentinelese have had minimal contact with the outside world. Estimates of their population range from 50 to 400 people, and their way of life has remained a mystery, with many of their customs and traditions still unknown. In the rare instances of contact, such as failed expeditions, the Sentinelese have shown an extreme resistance to interference, often responding with aggression. During one failed expedition, as tensions rose between locals and anthropologists cornered on the reefs, some of the indigenous women made off with warriors and proceeded to have sex on the beach, which is certainly one way to cool off. The world has largely respected their isolation, acknowledging the tribe's right to remain undisturbed. The questions about their beliefs, their view of the modern world, and their relationship with nature remain unanswered. With their effective defense strategies, the Sentinelese will likely continue to live out their lives in complete seclusion, and many argue that this is the way it should be, free from external influence and the risks that contact with the outside world could bring. And that'll do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and tell us which place on our list was the most mysterious. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.